Michigan has been pretty busy lately on the recruiting trail. Since my last video, they've picked up 5 commitments, 4 from the 2023 class and 1 from the 2024 class. Let's check out some of these prospects who have committed to the Maize and Blue. First up on our list of new commits is Amir Herring, interior offensive lineman from Michigan, West Bloomfield, Michigan. He stands 6'3", weighs 300 pounds, and is currently ranked. I gotta look because 24/7 redid their rankings recently, so let's take a look. He's currently ranked as the number 13 interior offensive lineman overall and the number 4 prospect in the state of Michigan. Recruited by Sharon Moore and Ron Bellamy, commitment date was July 7th. Let's take a look at the offer list. Besides Michigan, he was offered by Nebraska, Arizona State, Arkansas, Boston College, Cincinnati, Georgia Tech, Kentucky, Maryland, Michigan State, Missouri, Ole Miss, Penn State, Purdue, West Virginia, Western Michigan. So obviously the big news there is that Michigan beat out the Spartans for the in-state prospect. Here's a tweet from EJ Holland of Amir Herring going up against top 100 defensive lineman Jordan Renaud. Take a look at this rep. The very next day, Michigan got another commitment in the form of Collins Acheampong. Now, if this recruiting class were based on how difficult it is for me to pronounce their names, Michigan would definitely be a top 5 class. I had to basically try to look up the recruits saying their own names to make sure I got it right. So I saw a video of Collins talking to some Miami guy, and he said Acheampong. So that's what we're going with. So 2 days, 2 4-stars for Michigan. Collins is listed at 6'7", 254 from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. They got him listed as an athlete, but I've seen him listed as edge, so I think he's going to play edge. He's number 15 player in the state of California going by the composite, 244 overall, number 15 athlete overall. Primary recruiter was Mike Elston and secondary Jesse Minter. So complete list of offers besides Michigan, we have LSU, Miami, Arizona, BYU, Cal, Colorado, Florida, Oregon, UCLA, USC, Utah, Vandy, Washington. I think it came down to Michigan, LSU, and Miami were his top 3. And despite a late push by Miami, he chose the Wolverines. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to talk about where Michigan's class ranks nationally. If you're new around here, my name is Kevin, and this is the Maize Pylon YouTube channel. I've got plenty of Michigan football content on the way, so make sure to subscribe. The third commitment over the past week and a half or so has been Enow Etta, defensive lineman from Texas, Covenant Christian Academy, listed at 6'4.5", 260, 4-star, 94 overall. Commitment date was July 13. In the composite, he's listed as the number 16 defensive lineman overall. Offer list includes Michigan, the Spartans. It's always nice to beat out the Spartans. Stanford, Utah, Alabama, Arizona State, Auburn, Baylor, Boston College, Cal, Colorado State, Florida State, the mighty Jayhawks of Kansas, Kansas State, LSU, Miami, Mississippi State, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, Tennessee, USC, Vandy, Washington, Wisconsin. Quite an impressive offer list for Enow. So that's all of the American prospects who have committed to Michigan over the last couple weeks, but they got 2 European commits over the last week. The first of which is Aymeric Koumba. Koumba is listed at 6'4", 230. He's from France, and he's not ranked in the 24/7 composite. So I think that's because he's from France and probably has a lot less exposure as a European recruit. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this offer list and laugh and be like, haha, Michigan's recruiting is falling. And maybe they are, but these European recruits, you never really know what you're going to get, right? I know a guy by the name of David Ojabo who also came from Europe. So we'll see. It's just one of those things where time will tell with these recruits. He's got crazy good measurables. I think he's got like a ridiculous wingspan. So we'll just see how it plays out. I would rather Michigan be in early on these guys. The other commitment that Michigan secured recently was from a guy named Manuel Beigel, who is a 2-way player, offensive line, defensive line. I think they recruited him for the defensive line, and that would be confirmed by what's on the screen here. The only other offer he had was Central Michigan. So yeah, Michigan's in early on a couple of these European recruits. Maybe they'll pan out, maybe they won't. We'll see how it goes. Taking a look at the 2023 team rankings now for recruiting, and wouldn't you know it, Ohio State right at the top. and then Notre Dame, and then Penn State, a few of Michigan's well-known foes. So where is Michigan on this list, you might ask? Okay, first let's look. Ohio State's got 1 5-star, 16 4-stars, and 2 3-stars. So a total of 19 commits they have already. Let's keep scrolling down for Michigan. There's Georgia. Keep going. Wow, Northwestern's at 18. But look, that's because they have 17 3-star commits. Keep going, keep going. There's the Spartans, who are beating Michigan currently in recruiting. We don't like that. 9 4-stars, 3 3-stars. Michigan is down at 35, which is an improvement from where they were a couple weeks ago when they were at 53. So they're moving up. 5 4-star recruits, 6 3-star recruits, still no 5-stars. And this might be a class where Michigan doesn't get any 5-stars. We'll see. Maybe they'll be able to flip somebody late, but they don't seem to be trending for any of the top recruits. Taking a look at Michigan's class for 2023, as I said, ranked 35, and their top commit is Enow, Etta, who just committed on July 13th. So Etta, Cole Cabana, the running back, who I think just moved up a good bit in the 24/7 composite rankings. Then we got Acheampong, Bridgman, Herring. So total of 12 commits. For the 2024 class, we just got Beigel, and Michigan sits at number 13 for the 2024 class. But with only 2 commits and it still being super early, it's hard to say how that class is going to shape up. It definitely is a little frustrating to see Ohio State at the top of the rankings and Michigan down at 35. I'm in the camp of Michigan will be fine. I'm usually in that camp. Michigan will be fine. We'll be fine. But still, like, to see Michigan's top ranked player is Etta, who is, I believe he was 119 in the 24/7 composite rankings. He was a little higher in 24/7's own rankings, but Michigan doesn't have a player in the top 100, and Ohio State's sitting at number 1 overall in recruiting. It's a little bit frustrating. Also, Michigan recently voted in a new president who is supposedly a big fan of athletics, so we'll see if that has any effect on NIL. Probably not. I don't think Michigan's going to be in the pay-to-play game, so we'll just see how it shakes out. I still think the on-the-field product is going to help Michigan in recruiting, and it doesn't hurt that Michigan has a fairly easy schedule. Now, I've made a list of the top 10 players that I think are important for Michigan if they want to try to go undefeated or at least win the Big Ten again this year. So check out this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Go Blue!